This is the Zaopin Z2 Nachocustomz 4K Gaming Mouse. The Zaopin Z2 has been out in the market for months now, but I haven't tried it yet. So let's find out if this mouse is still worth the investment this last quarter of 2024. Just a quick disclaimer, MechKeys sent this mouse for us to try and experience it. Rest assured that all views and opinions in this video are my own, and this will be an honest review. Inside the box, you'll have a user manual, a mouse feet set and some grip tapes, a screwdriver, a USB-A to USB-C cable for charging and wired mode connection, a carrying pouch, the 4K dongle receiver, and the gaming mouse itself. Like I said in the intro, this gaming mouse is a product of the collaboration between Zaopin and Nachocustomz. The latter is known for his catchy decals on gaming peripherals. If you check online, you'll see some of his work on his website and on his X or Twitter account. Shape-wise, the Zaopin Z2 has an ergonomic figure with conservative curvature on the left side. Even though the left curvature is not prominent compared to other ergonomic gaming mice, gripping is still comfortable. In addition, some of the shapes closest to it are the Lam Suparo, Sony M511, and Rock Captain Wireless. The Captain Wireless is the closest shape among the three mentioned mice, but it's smaller. For our international viewers, Rock is a local brand here in the Philippines. Furthermore, the C2 has a tall hump which leans towards the center. Its width is quite wide too. Having this Sweden hump allow me to use claw grip comfortably. By the way, my hand size is 18.5 by 9.5 centimeters. If you have the same hand size as mine, claw grip is the best option when using this mouse. As for its coating, it feels a bit grippy. It does feel plastic, which is typical for some budget to mid-range gaming mice. Also, if you're using the mouse in a cool environment, for example when the AC is turned on, it does feel slippery if your hand is dry. However, I'm not sure if this is the same with the original version of Zaopin Z2. I don't have the said unit, so I cannot compare if their coating is the same or not. The Zaopin Z2 Nachocustomz weighs 66 grams on my scale. It's heavy to be honest and a bit far from what we see in most releases this year. And one of the reasons for having this weight is its battery. If we're going to check the specifications, the Zaopin Z2 Nachocustomz has 500 mAh battery capacity. As for its performance, I got 23 hours of wireless usage while connected on 2K polling rate as of the making of this video. And for its charging time, I was able to record 2 hours. The battery indicator of this gaming mouse is the small light between the clickers, which also acts as the connection indicator. And regarding its sensor, this gaming mouse has PW3395 with Nordic 52840 main control chipset. So far in my almost 3 weeks of testing, there were no sensor related issues encountered. I had no spinouts, jittering, or overshooting when using this mouse. One of the best features of this gaming mouse are the skates. They are not the usual mouse feet we see in most gaming mice, and they look more of a quality PTFE mouse feet. In my 3 weeks of testing, there's no scratching or any unevenness at the bottom when gliding the mouse on my cloth pads. They are smooth too regardless of the type of cloth pad I'm using. But I wasn't able to try it on other surfaces like a glass mouse pad. So I cannot say if they're good on other surfaces except for cloth pads. The software of this gaming mouse can be downloaded on MechKeys website. Upon opening, the UI is quite familiar. It's the same with Fantech Helios and Gravastar gaming mice that we have tried before. Inside the application, you can set the usual slightly pay settings. The lowest value you can set is 50, while the increment can be set by 50s. Aside from DPI, you can also adjust the polling rate, left of distance, and other important settings of your gaming mouse. I will not explain each setting since they are easy to understand. As for its build quality, my unit has no flexing or creaking sounds. Build quality is one of the best features of this mouse. By the way, here's a quick demo. The Zaopin Z2 has a hot swap switches feature, but it's different from most hot swap mice we've tried before. You need to remove the skates and unscrew some screws underneath the gaming mouse to change the default switch. By the way, the default is TTC Gold 60M switches. If you're not interested in changing the switch, you'll notice the gaming mouse has noticeable pre and post travel on both clickers. In addition, the main clickers of my unit has minimal side wobbling. As for its side buttons, I have no information on what switches were used, but they are prominent enough and spammable. The position of the side buttons are good too, and they are reachable regardless of how I use the mouse. The left or fourth button of my unit has minimal wobbling, but the right or fifth button doesn't. Moreover, both side buttons have noticeable pre and post travel as well. And as for its scroll wheel, this gaming mouse has TTC Gold encoder. So far, the scrolling experience is not stiff. It's scrollable right away and it doesn't need a break-in period, but the tactility is quite hard when pressing it. By the way, here's a quick sound test of the gaming mouse. The Zaopin Z2 Nachocustomz supports up to 4K polling rate. The 4K dongle receiver is already included in the package and you don't need to buy it separately. Unlike other gaming mice that support higher polling rates, the dongle of this gaming mouse acts as the receiver for all of its supported polling rates. You can switch polling rate by the software. There's no physical button on the mouse to switch polling rates. And like I said in my previous videos, my setup can only handle up to 2K polling rate. But so far the experience is good. I had no issues connecting wirelessly when using this gaming mouse. As for its price, the Zaopin Z2 Nachocustomz is currently priced at $65 on MechKeys. The info on where to get this mouse is posted below. Feel free to check the links if you're interested. Overall, this gaming mouse is a good option if you're looking for an ergonomic gaming mice with artistic touch on it. The performance in my test is more than what I expected. I also like the dimensions of this mouse because it fits my hand perfectly. I can use the relaxed claw grip without any discomfort in long gaming or productivity sessions. Aside from the shape, I also like the default skates used on this one. It's smooth when gliding the mouse on my cloth pad. And like I said earlier, there's no unevenness and it doesn't need a break-in period. I also like the decals of this mouse. It's very appealing and it suits gamers who like decals on their gaming peripherals. Also, Zaopin did a great job in printing the decals on this gaming mouse. There's no sticky or paint-like texture when you touch or feel it. But I would like to mention the weight. It's quite heavy for me, to be honest. It's almost 2025 and 66 grams is way above the usual weight of most gaming mice that were released this year. If the brand was able to trim down the weight by reducing the battery capacity, I think this mouse would have been a banger. Another concern for me is the price. It's quite expensive if you're from the Philippines. 3,700 pesos or 65 US dollars is quite big and the specifications don't fit the price. You can get gaming mice with the latest sensor, lighter weight, and better coating with the price this gaming mouse has. So I guess it's not for everybody. I think it's for enthusiasts or for people who like decals on their items. If you're on a budget and you just want to play games, you might want to consider other gaming mice. And that's it guys, we have reached the end part now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Till our next, goodbye.